Okay, let's have a little interlude, a little belt loop interlude. So we're gonna do some hammering, and I think it's nice to just practice on something with like a lower risk than your actual jeans. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut your belt loop strips up into 3.5-inch lengths, and you need 6 of them. And then you'll just press the ends over about 1/2 inch. Then you need something really solid. This is actually like it's a solid piece of steel that I just got the other day, which I'm pretty happy about. Like if you've got one of those mini anvils, or like an old cast iron skillet or that kind of thing. So something solid, a piece of granite, or yeah, something really solid. Or like I suppose you could go out and do it on concrete, just lay a cloth down so you don't damage your concrete. So I'm just hammering these belt loops down. So you can see what that actually does is it actually breaks down the fibers a bit. It makes it a lot flatter than this side. This side's just pressed, and this side's hammered. And you can see it's pretty good. So I'm just gonna go and gently hammer all of my belt loops. This is just so you kind of get a feel for it before. Try not to do your fingers. Ideally, I'd actually be directly over the leg of my table. I find that's quite helpful, but the camera doesn't reach there. Okay, almost done. This is a hammer that I keep specially for doing this kind of thing, so it's pretty clean. Okay. Okay, so we've done the waistband. Now we're going to put the belt loops on. So the belt loop positioning, it's going to be just to the front of the top stitching of the hip pocket, just behind the side seam, and then on either side of the center back seam. Now, the reason we don't do it right on top of there is because it's like super thick there, and I don't think like your domestic machine will be able to handle it. Neither would mine. So what I recommend you do is place it somewhere basically outside of the seam allowance. Remember, the seam allowance is pretty big. And we're just going to bar tack it down on each end. So there's six belt loops, put those on. Then you're going to make a buttonhole. So this side of the buttonhole is going to line up with the zipper teeth, and it's going to go horizontally this way. If you live in a city with a garment district, so like a larger city, I recommend that you actually get it done professionally. There are places, if you go into one of the kind of industry wholesale type shops, they'll be able to and ask if anyone has a buttonhole machine, then you can get that done, especially so like a keyhole buttonhole would be ideal here. Please, please, please practice your buttonholes like many, many times before you do it. Because it's very thick and you don't want to have to unpick it. You might find that the top stitching thread is not behaving, and you might have to do it using all-purpose thread, but it doesn't really matter because it will be behind the button. And then you can add your rivets. I really do recommend you use rivets. If you don't do rivets, do bar tacks instead. But other than that, apart from the hem, we're done. So for the hem, you're going to try these on for the last time and hem them. You're going to turn it up 1/2 inch and then another 1/2 inch, and then sew from the outside with top stitching thread, and that will be a beautiful hem. But here are the finished jeans. I think they look really cute. I really like this binding on the inside. You can also sew leather patch if you wish. So anyway, I hope this was a helpful sew along for you.